Now, Russia's Deputy Foreign Minister is meeting Syria's Foreign Minister in Damascus. That, as reports say, the Syrian government gave its allies crucial information about the use of chemical weapons in the country. RT's Maria Fanoshina has more from Damascus.
The delegation between Russia's Foreign Ministry and Syrian Minister of Foreign Affairs here in Damascus was behind closed doors, and no statements were made after that. But it is expected, of course, that the deal Russia and America agreed on over the weekend in Geneva, according to which Syria has to destroy or remove its chemical weapons by mid-2014 and before hand over a full list of its stockpiles within a week, topped the agenda. We expect that the diplomats of the two countries have been discussing exactly how technically this process could be completed and how exactly chemical weapons could be and should be and will be destroyed. This deal is very important for Syria and for the entire world because it became a peaceful alternative to a military response to the use of chemical weapons here in Syria, now confirmed by the UN investigators, backed by America's President Barack Obama. Just ahead of this meeting, we heard from regional media, quoting Syria's Deputy Foreign Minister, that Syria has proofs that chemical weapons were used here in Syria by militants, by the opposition side, and allegedly this information was handed over to Syria's allies. It's not clear exactly what kind of allies are meant here, and we don't know many details of this information, but we can expect that this also could top the agenda of the meeting with the Russian delegation here in Damascus.
The UN Secretary-General has meanwhile reiterated that the chemical weapons report by his inspectors doesn't say who carried out the August 21st attack. That after the US, UK and France saw clear indication of the Syrian government's involvement in the document. The French Foreign Minister was in Moscow earlier, talking to his Russian counterpart Sergei Lavrov about how to move Syria's disarmament process forward. RT's Paul Scott has more.
Russia's Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov had a meeting with his counterpart from France in Moscow. Now, the two sides don't see eye to eye over the possible wording of a UN resolution, the UN resolution that would see Syria dismantle its chemical weapons arsenal. France, along with the UK and the United States, they're keen for the threat of sanctions and force to remain on the table in case Damascus doesn't reply with any resolution. Well, Russia says that's not what was agreed in Geneva and is also unnecessary.
The UN Security Council resolution on Syria's chemical disarmament won't be under Chapter 7. We clearly stated that in Geneva, and the document we signed there doesn't mention Chapter 7. But the UN will definitely control the entire disarmament process and will take measures if the process is not followed and it determines there haven't been any provocations.
Well, it seems that one thing is certain at the moment. Despite the fact that a deal has been agreed in principle, it looks as if the diplomatic wranglings are going to continue for some time yet.
Well, Michael Malouf had worked for the US Defense Department for nearly 30 years, and he showed us what he claims is a classified US intelligence report indicating that al-Qaeda-linked rebels from the al-Nusra Front were in possession of sarin gas. The document also states that the poison could have been used in an attack on Syria's largest city, Aleppo, in March.
I have a report from a source who has direct connections with to classified information. It's one page. I'm expecting others. It's classified, secret, no foreign. It's from the NGIC, or the National Ground Intelligence Center. The U.S. military did an assessment based upon 50 indicators and clandestine interviews that the sourcing of sarin originated out of Iraq and into Turkey before some of it was confiscated in May in Turkey, and that there has actually been a more significant amount of sarin production both in Iraq and in Turkey going to the opposition, principally al-Qaeda. And we've had separate reports now that al-Qaeda elements are rather significant numbers and now have permeated into the opposition. So the ability to be able to distinguish who gets what and where it makes it much more problematic for this administration.
Meanwhile, 7 people have been killed in a car bomb blast in Syria near the country's border with Turkey. At least 20 more have been injured in the explosion, which happened at a rebel-controlled checkpoint. This area was also targeted earlier this year. A similar incident in February killed 13 people there.